guys, welcome back to another retro movie review, and today we are reviewing John Wick Chapter 2. Before we do start, of course, you can see here I've got the 4K Blu-ray, but I don't have a slipcover for it. So if anybody has one and they want to sell it to me or give it, donate it if you don't have slips, then let me know on Instagram. But John Wick 2 then, this is the obviously second movie in the John Wick franchise. And this is a franchise I've never seen before. If you have missed my first review, I did watch the first John Wick, of course, and now we are watching the second one. This movie came out in 2017, 3 years after the first one, and it is directed by the same director. His name is Chad Stahelski, something like that. But yeah, he is back directing the movie, and I gotta say, I thought this movie was very different to the first one in terms of the look and everything. I could have sworn when I was watching this that this was done by a different director. The cinematography in this film was second to none, so much better than the first one. Whether or not that is down to budget, whether or not that is down to just experience from the director, I don't know, but it just felt totally different, but also at the same. I did really enjoy this one a lot. But these films, this is where my criticism comes from these type of films. I said in my previous video that I just don't like these type of films. Man, Secret Agent, all of that type of stuff. I never have enjoyed it. It's just never been something I've really enjoyed as a genre in general. And that's kind of why I probably missed these John Wick movies. But for me, it just feels like really fake. Like even like the action sequencing, I was watching it, I was just like, these are so like, there's unauthentic fights, and then there's over choreographed, if you know what I mean. And this was over choreographed. It's almost like there was a slight pause in between, waiting for the next move to come before the next one would then do the next move or whatever. And it just gives me WWE vibes, like really fake, not genuine, and just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't scream like class. And I don't know, it really cheaps it down for me, especially when I'm watching some of those fight scenes. Now I will say some of the effects in this movie are much better than the first movie. There's much more bigger explosions. The initial scene at the beginning of the movie where he wanted to get his car back, I thought that was fab. You know, destroyed the car and basically just ruined that. I thought that was good. But there's definitely things in this film that, you know, you've got to be question mark and be like, you know what, there's something not right here. So I think for me, going forward now in the new ones, in number 3 and number 4, because John Wick, from what I've read, is a franchise that does get better, and the new one apparently is really, really good, Chapter 4. I just hope that it starts to become less and less choreographed and more like authentic and, you know, more believable, I guess. I'm halfway through the franchise now, and I'm not underwhelmed. They're still fantastic movies, the first two that I've seen, but they're just not like what I'd expect them to be. I thought this was going to be like the best action movie genre ever, but James Bond isn't as choreographed as this, in my opinion. So, you know, yeah. But Keanu Reeves, of course, does come back in the lead role, and he does a fantastic job yet again in this film. Yeah, nothing more really to say about him. He picks up where he leaves off. There's a really cool scene where he's kind of like going to like buy a new suit and then go and buy like these guns and buy all of his gadgets that he wants to have in Rome, I think he is. So yeah, there's a really cool scene with that there, and I really enjoyed that. And then there was this really good action sequence like underneath in the catacombs and stuff, and yeah, John Wick, as you expect, just tears stuff up, and yeah, just goes to town really on them. And also at the beginning of the movie, we do get his house that does get blown up and stuff, and that was a really cool effect, but then some bits of it did look quite CGI explosions. So yeah. So rating John Wick 2, what would I give John Wick? I'm giving it a 4-star. This for me is slightly better than the first one. I thought the cinematography was fab in this. There was like loads of scenes where he was like walking and it was like just his silhouette, and it just looked really cool. We had like this nightclub stage thing, which was pretty cool, and like there was somebody like shooting somebody on stage, and like every time he shot somebody there was like blood coming out of it. So like the effects and the believability of all that was really, really good. But my criticism with these films, as I said, is just that choreographing fightness. You know, you just like, you know, there's an arm on the shoulder, and then there's a slight pause waiting for the next hand action to move, and you're just kind of like watching like fake. Like I said, WWE is the best way I can describe it. But I hope that gets better. But from an action point of view, 4-star. I thought it was a 2-hour-long movie. I thought it was a good like length of time as well. It wasn't too long, which is my biggest thing. Looking forward to the new ones now, because they are longer again. So yeah, I don't like long films, but we'll see. But there it is. There is my review of John Wick Chapter 2. Go back and watch Chapter 1 if you want. And of course, please do subscribe if you want to see Chapter 3, 4, and then of course the ranking of the best to worst John Wick movies. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.